This right here is a season-defining signing. This right here changes everything. This is a difference maker. This is why Arsenal, for me, would go from having a okay season window to not having an elite season window. This is the first time I've changed my actual opinion of a transfer window. I've ranked Arsenal's transfer window 3 different times, 4 different times. When they signed Kepa, when they signed Nogard, when they signed Zubimendi, I had them very high. Zubimendi is an elite signing. Zubimendi is a difference maker. Zubimendi can change a lot of things in that midfield, and I think he'll be very, very good despite his debut against United. And then when they signed Nani, I'm like, okay, cool. They signed Curious. I know I'm saying it wrongly before everyone says in the comments, ha ha ha. I know I'm saying it wrongly. Then I'm like, all right, cool. I like it. I would have preferred Victor over Sesko anyway from an Arsenal point of view. And I had them initially, I had them around 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. The first game at United, it took place, and I was like, okay, Havertz went down. I'm like, all right, now it goes down. Now it's a 5 out of 10. But this right here, signing Eze, and not only that, beating Spurs, and not only that, being a big team. The moment you saw Kai Havertz go down with an injury, you reacted as a big team, and you immediately, rather than going back and forth, as we've seen Arsenal do in the past, the Suarez, the Benzemas, the Xabi Alonso, everything, they like to go back and forth and negotiate. This one, forget back and forth. Then man just said, you know what, the release clause, all right, cool, we'll match it. We'll match it. And we all knew Eze wants to come back to Arsenal after he got released at the age of 13 years old, yeah? We all know he wants to come back. So the moment Arsenal pulled the trigger, you already knew that this was going to happen. And this is a big signing. This is a massive signing. This will change a lot of things for Arsenal. It will change a lot of things for Arsenal. My prediction might change. My season rating might change. Everything about this will change. Everything about this, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about Eze. We'll talk about in terms of how it does and where I feel like he will play in that little starting 11, whether he'll play as a 10 or whether he could play as a left winger. Before we go any further, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and Arsenal fans, let me know down in the comments, how are you guys feeling? Because you guys must feel, I can't lie. I'm gonna be real. Sometimes signings out of nowhere, like this. This came out of nowhere, by the way. This isn't like we've seen 50 tweets from Fabrizio before we knew this was going to happen. This came out of nowhere because I had already managed my expectation, and I already was preparing, making a video about Spurs signing him and where he would fit in Spurs. And I felt like having Eze at Spurs with Cudders, with Bentancur, with, of course, Kulusevski, that was going to be insane. With Thomas Frank, that's going to be insane. But this came out of nowhere. No one expected it. No one expected Arsenal to pull the trigger like that, especially the way they did it, the fashion they did it. Especially over the past couple of weeks, we've seen reports about Arsenal saying goodbye to Rodrigo, saying goodbye to Eze, that the rumors had dried down, the rumors had faded away, but this came out of nowhere, and they needed it. They absolutely needed it, because if Arsenal had finished the window, not signing Eze, not making any sort of reinforcement after what happened to Kai Havertz going down with an injury for the next couple months, this wasn't going to be seen as a great window, despite what they did early on. This going to be seen as a, once again, why can't you just go to that next level? And this signing right here is the next level signing. I think everyone knows how good Eze is. But I think people are going to find out this season how great Eze is. This guy is a world-class talent. This guy is... There is few players in the Premier League for me that's got the X factor about them. Like they know what to do. They can change a team. They're not a system player. The system is all them. And Eze have done it with Palace. You saw what happened last season. You saw the road to how they won the FA Cup. Every round, him scoring a belt, carrying Palace. The Community Shield. Like, bro, this guy did everything what people expected Zaha to do a couple of years ago. And I'm not here to compare Zaha to Eze, but Eze is the truth. And when you have someone like that in your team now, you need that. Arsenal, they've been lacking a midfielder like Eze. They've been lacking a midfielder that can carry the ball into the final third, progress with the ball, glide against players. They haven't had that kind of midfielder in a very long time since I would say, forget even midfielder, even a winger, even a striker. The last time I can, before everyone gets upset down in the comments, Bukayo Saka is different. Bukayo Saka is a different kind of player. This is my opinion. The last time Arsenal had that kind of profile, in my personal opinion, was Alexis Sanchez. The last time that, give him the ball, this Donny can make something out of nowhere. This Donny can make something, can carry the ball, glide between 1 or 2, 3 players, can either create or can either score for himself. This guy, you don't need an actual system around him for him to score. Look at his catalogue of goals with Palace. This guy can shoot from anywhere outside the box. Left foot, right foot, set pieces as well. He's added it to his bag. This is a massive signing. This is the reason why I say it is a season-defining signing, because this guy can change the season for Arsenal. And fair play to Arsenal. I didn't think they had it in them. I didn't think Berta or Arteta could have done it. But I think I saw a tweet about how they did it, and it happened like this. It happened like Kroenke gave the green light. Berta was the one that called Eze's agent. I think Eze was an event. Arteta called him, and Declan Rice gave the good word, and Saka gave the good word. And Eze, this is a big signing, man. This is a massive signing. And I love the way he did it. I love the way he's handled the situation, despite the fact making it very clear to Palace that he wanted to leave. But he's not doing it like an Isak situation, where Isak came out and said, I'm not playing ever again, let me go. He's handled it professionally. He said to Palace, I want to leave. I'm making it very clear to you guys. I want to leave, but I'm still playing for you guys. He played against Chelsea. He played against in the Community Shield. Who did they play against Community Shield? Against Liverpool. And now, even now, like the medical is now going to take place on Friday. He purposely delayed the medical till Friday because he wanted the game today at Palace, at the Conference League, the first ever time European football at the Palace ground. They wanted it. So the way he's handled it is a top professionals in my personal opinion. Now let's talk about where he fits into, of course, let me just change my face there. Where he fits into the starting 11. I think everyone knows this is how Arsenal's gonna play next season. I think the only questionable decision, whether it's Calafiori or whether that's Lewis Skelly, I feel like Calafiori, when healthy, is an elite. I think Calafiori, when this is the biggest if about Calafiori. If he's healthy, I think should be a starter for me. I don't know where Lewis Skelly can go, but I think Calafiori is massive in terms of how he is, especially in the final third. His final third impact is so underrated, fam. So underrated, how he's so crucial in the build-up and even getting the goals and even set pieces as well. But that's not the point. This isn't a Lewis Skelly-Calafiori debate. Then, of course, the momentum that can rise, we all know about. Saka's going to start. This, for me, is the guaranteed 9. Guaranteed 9. Then there is 2 more positions. And Eze is a guaranteed star. You're not going to sign Eze, pay the release clause, and put him on the bench and gradually get into this. No. You ain't going to do that. You're paying the big money, you're paying the big bucks to start Eze. So Eze is going to be starting regardless. Whether this is a 10 or whether it's a left winger, he's going to start. He can play both positions. He's played the 10, which is his preferred position, but he can play the left-sided, where Palace with Glasner has played the 3 at the back. They've played the 3 at the back, the wing-backs, the 2 10s, and the striker. He's played, let's say for argument's sake, let me put Eze here, yeah? Let me put Eze here. He's played that sided with 2 10s. This is how Palace played. Having 2 10s, the right-hand side where it was Sarr, and of course Eze. So they've had that too. So he knows how to drift on the left-hand side. He knows how to carry the left-hand side, having Tyrick Mitchell, of course, overlapping. So he knows how to do it. But at the same time, he knows how to play through the middle. And this is what I expect him to do. I think is going to be this. I don't think he's going to bench Martin Odegaard. And I think Martin Odegaard will have an improved season compared to what he did last season. But I think this is going to be a massive season for Odegaard. I think this is a make or break from Odegaard. I think Martin, this season, either you deliver, either you get back to the level that you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Last season, you can give a lot of excuses. The injury maybe didn't help. And different excuses. But now you have to go back to the same level. If you don't deliver, then Eze will be the 10, and then we'll have either Nani on the left-hand side or get Rodrigo, get any sort of winger next summer. But I feel like Eze will play on the right-hand side, and we'll see him drift a lot internally, drift a lot within centrally in tight spaces. And this is what they need. This is what they need. Maybe having a Calafiori is quite beneficial due to the overlapping ability. Maybe having Lewis Skelly is another player. I think Calafiori and Lewis Skelly is two different fullbacks, where Calafiori can help Eze with the overlapping, whereas Lewis Skelly, give him the ball, and this guy can carry the ball forward as well. He's done it against the big games, against Madrid, where he carried the ball between three players. He can do it. Lewis Skelly is a very, very top left back. And again, it can provide Eze different options, having someone. And even Declan Rice at West Ham, he is the kind of player. With Arsenal last season, Declan Rice was asked to do a role which I don't think is his preferred, which is sitting deep, being the guy to progress the ball, being the guy to basically ping the ball around. Now you've got Zubimendi who can do that. Now you've got Zubimendi who can be that anchor, be that register, as the Italian like the six. And now Declan Rice, which he did it, by the way, at West Ham, being the box to box, being the one getting into the final third, getting inside the box, getting that late finishes, and he can do that. So now Arsenal's got different options. Arsenal's got a lot of different options. They've got now an X factor, and I think Saka has finally got someone that he can rely on. It isn't always Saka right-hand side heavy. It's not where they pass the ball to Saka, and it's only Saka that can change something for Arsenal. Now they've got someone on the other side that can do it. And if they need, I still think, this is my personal opinion, I still think they need one more forward. I don't think this is enough. Even with Eze now signing for Arsenal, I don't think I can comfortably say Arsenal can win the league. I don't think I can comfortably say that. But I think if they sign a forward, whether, I would say left winger. If they can sign a left winger, if they can, I don't know if that's a word for it, if they can go for an Eze, if they can go for a Fofana from Lyon, if they can go for Mission Impossible at Leao, if Isaac is impossible, but if they can get just a left winger, then I can comfortably say I might change my prediction to have Arsenal win the league. At the moment, it's there. But that's been Arsenal for the past 3 years. It's always been there. Can it be undisputed first? And I think they need one more person before I can comfortably say to myself that I can have them first. At the moment, I don't have them first. But this is just my opinion. Put down in the comments what you guys make of the signing, and how excited are you with the signing? Is this a Mesut Ozil? Because I've seen people compare it with Ozil, which I don't think it is. I think Ozil's signing was much, much bigger at that time, especially in 2014, where we never had a social media like the journalist. This isn't as close as Ozil, in my personal opinion. But put down in the comments what you guys make of it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and wow, the Premier League this season. I'm so excited to cover it, bro. It's so good.